Hi everybody, Natasha Koch here with the Van City Home Team. I'm here live in my car, mainly because I literally just got out of the hairdresser and she pulled the rollers out of my hair because I said I'm actually going live in like 3 minutes. So here I am. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining, Corinne. So today we're going to talk about, we just got a little bit of a live today. It's a little shorter one, but so we're going to talk about taking advantage of a slow housing market. So some of you would ask, I would ask some of you actually, if you had a choice to buy a house for $300,000 or to buy a house for $280,000, which one would you choose? Of course you would choose $280,000. So why would you spend more if you don't have to? Yet the reality is we tend to look at houses, and me included, you kind of get caught up in the inertia. So when it's a crazy fast market, people tend to buy when other people are buying. Hi, Andrea. Nice of you to join. Thank you. So, when the housing markets are crazy, people, they go out and they do what everybody else is doing. I mean, it's kind of a follow the leader process. So when the housing market slows, people stop buying, and then everybody kind of stops buying, even though it may actually be the best time to buy. So here's some opportunities for buying during a slow housing market. Number one, sellers often reduce their price. They lower their prices, based on similar houses that had sold not too far previous. And so you might be able to pick up a pretty good deal. They sometimes offer extra incentives, like maybe pay for your closing costs, which happens a little bit more in the US than it does in Canada. But they might do some repairs to the house that they normally wouldn't do, or they leave appliances that they maybe wouldn't either. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for joining. So sellers will also accept an offer that is less than asking price in a really crazy fast market. And I can think of an example. 2 years ago, I had a set of buyers, and we literally stood outside of the house with 20 other realtors to present our offers. So this seller had 20 other competing offers. So when that happens, you usually are paying over the asking price of a house, substantially over, and you never really know what you're going to pay over or whether or not it's worth it. So I always find it kind of funny when the market slows and people hesitate to buy because they think, well, is it going to drop any lower? Should I wait to buy? Well, the truth is, when it was a fast market, people were bidding well over the asking price. So how much more were you actually paying? Was it relative? So, less offers are going to be in multiple situations. Hi, Sheriff. Thanks for joining again. Less likely that in a slow market you're going to have multiple offers. So you have a little bit of time to do your due diligence, get your financing in place, do an inspection on the property. Realtors actually have a much better opportunity to do a good job for their clients. Not that they weren't doing a good job before, but when you're standing outside with 20 offers or you're racing to get to the finish line, sometimes it doesn't allow for a lot of time for anything else. Hi, Sheila. Thanks for joining on my live. So how do you know if a housing market is slow? So, I know that people are looking in the newspapers. They're seeing, the overall economy, that there's a shift. Another way that you can tell is you can go around certain neighborhoods. If you see price reduced toppers on signs, then obviously the house has been on the market for a little while. It hasn't had a lot of traction, so it's been reduced. Your realtor will also be able to give you a list of price reduced homes. And generally, the first 2 to 3 weeks of a brand new listing, when people first sell their house, that's the time where you get the most interest. So anything after that, people start wondering, well, maybe they should reduce their price. So if you're seeing a lot of for sale signs staying up, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, that's how you can tell that it's a slower market. So you can definitely notice in certain neighborhoods more than others, and more for sale signs, obviously, and less sold signs. So excuse me, one of the reasons that people avoid purchasing a home in a slow market is because they're worried about the prices depreciating even further. And so I would say that is cause for concern if you are coming in for, you know, a short-term gain, if you're just looking to buy and fix the property and flip it, or if you're really limited to your income to buy in the first place. I mean, you don't want to stretch yourself in a slower market. Oops, sorry. You don't want to stretch yourself in a slow market, you know, where you may be at a disadvantage and you have to sell the property. So that is when you want to avoid buying. It's not always the best choice for everyone. I mean, if you're only coming in for, you know, a year or two, like I said, actually on the last live, the 5 years is the sort of number one rule. You want to stick in there for 5 years, because anything shorter, you know, unless you're getting a really screaming deal and it's on the tail end of the market, which nobody ever knows when that's going to happen. Cycles are usually 2 years. So the prediction is, you know, that this year is going to be a little bit slower. Next year, probably slower as well. But the truth is that you really are in a better position to make an offer or buy something in the face of uncertainty, because everybody is uncertain. So that is going to be my live today, taking advantage of a slow housing market. We are currently coming out of a balanced market and moving more into a buyer's market. So you do have a lot of chances out there to get a great deal. There's inventory increasing every day, and now is the time, in my opinion, to buy if you've ever thought about it. So if you have any questions at all, PM me, and I look forward to seeing everybody on our next Van City Scoop, live every Tuesday and every Thursday. Oh, and this weekend we're doing a special Van City tour. We have a bus tour, and we're doing New Westminster, single family homes under $1 million. And yes, there are houses under $1 million. And we're going to do a Easter egg hunt at Moody Park afterwards. So bring your families, register at vancitytour.com, and I look forward to seeing everyone on my tour on Sunday. Happy Easter, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.